Right, y'all, we are live on this beautiful Monday morning. Blessings to everybody in the name of Jesus, the Messiah. God is so amazing. He is so good. I am just so in awe of His mercy and His favor and His goodness toward me. I'm very blessed, and I pray all of you are very blessed as well as we get into this juicy Bitcoin price action right here, guys. Man, what a crazy move today. What a crazy move. We're going to be diving into this. All right, as you can see, as per usual, in the Casper crew, I'm in a schlong trade. I'm actually in two long trades, guys. I'm in a long trade right here from 22,740. As per the long setup from right over here, where we're looking to long the golden pocket. This one I got into over the weekend. And I'm also now in another long trade that, again, I just feel so blessed to be in because the USDT pair came down perfectly to this juicy support where I was able to get into a really nice trade. But the USD pair did not come down to that support. So very interesting developments here. But also I am in a short trade from the 23,800 area, which is a trade setup that we were looking for this morning in the Casper Crew VIP Discord as well. In fact, we took this one on the live stream this morning. Didn't realize it was going to be such a big move. I realized there was a potential for a big move here. We wanted to see 1 hour bearish divergences. And actually, if we do take a look at the chart, that is exactly what we saw. But I was actually waiting for a little bit maybe lower time frame confirmation, which we never really got. But here's the deal, guys. Here is what is happening locally, and then we're going to jump into this price action. But essentially what happened here is kind of, basically, kind of what we were kind of looking at, right? We were expecting to get a move back up to a very, very key zone of resistance, which is the Fibonacci Golden Pocket retracement from the last high we put in to the low. We wicked right up into that 618 Fibonacci, giving us the juicy short entry right here. And I thought we were actually going to come down to take out this low. This was actually my original plan. I wanted to come take out this low with a bullish divergence on the 1 hour time frame. Now, you can see here, there actually is a real potential that we do print a very bullish-looking divergence on the 1 hour time frame, as long as the momentum wave doesn't come down below the negative 16 zone. All right. Now, shout out to San Pellegrino for making sparkling water. I love me some sparkling water here. Okay. But there is still a chance, honestly, guys, that we will take out this low, but we're going to be getting into it, okay? We're going to be getting into it. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. Shout out to everybody in chat. You guys are the best. May God bless you all. Let's see what we got in here, guys. Make sure to like the stream. Please take profit for the long. We go to 22,550, says Gaina. Well, you know what? I've already taken profit on the long, man. And actually, now that I've done this, let me move my stop loss to my entry at 23,140. 23,140. Boom. Yeah, I've already taken some profits on the long, so I'm happy with that. I'm totally happy with that, guys. And we very well may come down lower, okay? We very well may come down lower. Shout out to Gaina. Thank you for the haircut. You know, I did it myself, and my wife is giving me a hard time because you can't see it, but in the back, I missed a whole bunch of spots, you know? In the back, I missed a whole bunch of spots. Shout out to Chip Chocolate. Shout out to Tea Time with Wayne, man. He says dump it to 22.5 hundo. I should get a soda stream, Joe. Shout out to everyone who's saying fresh haircut, man. Thank you, guys. You're making me feel good. Making me feel good about myself. All right, guys. Well, shout out to everyone in chat. Let's see if we can get the likes up. We got about 500 people in here. Let's see if we can get 500 likes. And yeah, so let's kind of go over this price action. See what's happened here. Wow. Well, as you guys can see, we have come up to a very key zone of resistance. This is the zone that we were looking at. And we have come down roughly to hold support. We got a scam wick on the USD pair. But on the USDT pair, we actually came down perfectly to hit that really nice level of support, which was, by the way, this daily level, which was also, if we take a fib from the low to the high, let's actually see right here. If we take a fib from the low to the high, it was also the Fibonacci golden pocket. So USDT, it worked out really nice for the short from the golden pocket down into the long from the golden pocket. And you know, some people say technical analysis doesn't work, and to those types of people I say, look at this. If TA doesn't work, then how the heck do you explain this? You know what I'm saying? How the heck do you explain this if TA doesn't work? I'm sorry if I'm drinking loud. I don't know if my noise blocker is working here. So, what has happened is we have come up to retest the value area low of the previous range, and we are currently getting a little bit of a rejection from it. So, if we go to the 1 hour and we just take a look at all the volume that has traded since Wednesday, February 15th, we can see that, look, we tried to get back up into that range, but we failed. We failed to do so, which is why we gave the short setup from that value area low of the range, because we realized, look, if we're going to get a rejection, this is one of the major places we are going to get that rejection. If we're going to put in a lower high, there's 2 places it could happen, and this is one of those places. So obviously we're looking for shorts here, but we still have to realize and acknowledge the fact that market structure is still bullish. And basically the way I'm looking at this right now is the following. We did come and find support at a very, very key zone, which is the Fibonacci golden pocket retracement. Okay, and we're still actually technically holding this level. And by the way, if you want to join the Casper Crew VIP Discord, where we gave this short in advance, you can go to patreon.com/JasonCasper, also to take advantage of trading on ByBit with 0% limit fees. Check out the link in the description, guys. 0% limit fees on derivative contracts. Also, if you deposit $100, you can get a month free of the Crypto Fusion trading bot. Of course, this is only for people who know how to trade. If you don't know how to trade and you try to trade on ByBit, you're not only going to lose all your Bitcoin, all your Ethereum, all your USDT, all your USDC, but you're going to lose all your friends. They're going to stop talking to you. Your girlfriend's going to dump you. Your wife is going to leave you. Your boss is going to fire you. You're going to drop your iPhone in the toilet. You're going to get 4 flat tires. You're going to stub your toe in the middle of the night on the way to take a pee. It's going to hurt so bad you're not going to be able to sleep. You're going to wake up real tired the next day. Your coffee maker isn't going to work. Horrible time. All because you tried to trade on ByBit when you didn't actually know what you were doing. But if you want to learn how to trade, well, check out the course at JasonCasperTrading.com, because there's a 20% discount in the description. Very juicy information. So we are basically getting a rejection, but as long as we don't lose this key zone right here, which is the Fibonacci golden pocket retracement, I'm actually going to be maintaining a bullish bias on Bitcoin. Now you might be asking yourself, Jason, how can you be bullish after such a big dump? Well, the reason is because if we go to the daily time frame, we can see that the money flow is getting higher on the daily time frame as we are putting in another higher low into the Fibonacci golden pocket. And also, we know that if we're just taking a look at all the volume that has traded here, for me, as long as we don't lose this zone right here, the 4-hour time frame will still maintain very, very bullish looking divergences, right? Even if we come in and put another lower low here. For me, that would actually be really bullish. Why? Well, because we would come down to test a very, very crucial support resistance flip, right? We just take a look at this line that I'm about to draw on my chart right here, and we notice something. It was support back in the day. It was support once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times, right? And then it was a little bit of a resistance before a breakout. Now, if we come back down and we retest this value area low, that basically means we're trading from the range high to the range low. And really, what should we be doing as traders, right? Should we be buying high and selling low? No, we should be buying low and selling high. And if we come down to here, look at what we're going to see on Market Cipher B on the 4-hour. We are going to see a pattern that looks like this, right? A very deep momentum wave followed by a very shallow momentum wave, kind of like this, right? A set of butt cheeks, gluteus maximi, very uneven in structure. We've got the left cheek very juicy. The right cheek, there's not much juice in there at all, okay? In fact, there's a lack of juice. We call it a juice dry cheek. A juice dry cheek. It's actually a clinical condition. And the way they actually fix it is they inject fluid into the cheek, but that's besides the point. So if we do that, we will also be seeing what I like to call the Sam Bankman-Fried man boob pattern, which is basically where the money flow continues to get higher here, right, on the 4-hour time frame. I want to point your attention to what happened the last time we printed this potential pattern here, right? We're extrapolating into the future. Trading is if-then scenarios, right? People always want me to say, what is the price going to do? And my answer is always the same. It depends. I don't know what the price is going to do. But what we can do is we can say, look, if price does this, then I will do this. So last time we printed a very bullish uneven butt cheek pattern on the 4-hour time frame. We were getting a support at a very key zone of support. Okay, in fact, this was actually one of the trade setups we gave in the Casper Crew VIP Discord to long this level because it was a very, very key support resistance flip. But I want you to notice something. We came down to a key support, which at the time was around the Fibonacci golden pocket, give or take, right? There were other confluences there, which is how we actually got into the trade. But it was around the Fibonacci golden pocket. We put in our first low, we came up, we got a big dump, we put in a lower low. But as we put in the lower low, we noticed our friend at the club, she was sitting there drinking with drink in hand and all that, and we saw her condition. And that got us very bullish. Well, look, as long as we don't lose now this level here, around this zone, we could see the same condition. Okay, now I'm not trying to make fun of anybody's medical problems here. All right, just because you have a dry juice cheekitis doesn't mean I think any less of you. No, in fact, on the contrary, I think more of you, because you are the one that's going to get me those juicy gains, right? Because when we see the 4-hour time frame printing that pattern, it is, for me at least, the trigger to enter a trade that I hold for multiple days. For multiple days. In fact, I'm still in the long from this level on a different exchange. And so I am just not going to be getting too bearish unless we actually lose this level right here. This is the level that if lost, I will become bearish. And the reason why is because if we're looking at the price action on a daily time frame, right, a higher term time frame here, let's take a quick look, go to the daily, right, we could say that we are in bullish market structure, right? We're in bullish market structure right here. We have put in our low, 16.3K. Well, we could even go back before that. We could go back to the long that we took from here. Low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So far, higher low, right? We could come all the way down to here and technically not put in a lower low. So as long as we don't put in a lower low, I'm actually going to be looking for a higher high to be put in. I still go by the premise that it was too dang easy to take this short from 25K, right? Although it was a juicy short from 25,285, set up given in advance in the Casper Crew VIP Discord. And by the way, I'm still holding that short because I understand that there is a real chance that the high could have already been put in, right? I'm still holding the trade. I understand there was a real chance the high could have been put in, and so I have take profit set on this thing down to $15,000 just in case of massive dumpage. But I do think it's a little too obvious just to short the 200-week moving average and call it a day, right? I would not be surprised if we get another major move to the upside, and the fact that we're holding key support, the fact that the money flow is looking bullish on the daily, the fact that we have potential bullish divergence on the 4-hour, these things to me are not necessarily so bearish, right? And so if we do come up for that higher high, then one of two things is going to happen. Either we are going to get the break and we're going to go straight to the moon, and by the moon I mean $30,000, or we're going to reject from the surprise resistance, the Fibonacci golden pocket, right? These Fibonacci golden pockets, they come out of nowhere to ruin everybody's party, right? Let me show you an example of how that works, right? So basically, if you guys remember what happened on this day, September 13th, I remember that day because I went on Crypto Faces live stream and I was in the hospital because my son needed surgery, right? Look at this. Wow, we came up to, what a party ruiner that Fibonacci golden pocket was that day, right? Everybody, including myself, were expecting higher. We thought, you know what? There's no real confluence at this golden pocket. You know, we're coming up higher here. That's what I thought, right? But what do you know? The golden pocket to ruin everybody's party. And then who would forget about the time that Sam Bankman-Fried ruined everybody's party again because he gave us this bearish pattern on Market Cipher B. I mean, look at this. Look at it's the bearish Sam Bankman-Fried man boob pattern right here. These are actually Sam Bankman-Fried's upside down man boobies. Here's a picture. All right, people are like, I won't believe it unless you show a picture. Well, here's a picture. As the price was getting higher, this is before FTX dumped, by the way. We could tell that Sam Bankman-Fried was behind it. He was leaving us a sign in the market cipher. But his momentum wave, money flow, man boobs were getting lower. Boom, right into the golden pocket. We get a huge move to the downside, right? These golden pockets ruin everybody's party. They ruin everybody's party in the middle of massive pumps. So we very well may, as we see, as we're getting up a move to that Fibonacci golden pocket that's just above us, we very well may, guys, get a rejection from there, especially since when we look at the daily time frame, although we keep printing bullishness on these lower time frames, these high time frame bearish divergences, it would really surprise me if they don't play out, right? I mean, even if we get another move up here, we still might get a third drive of bearish div on the daily. And if that happens, I would just find it very, very shocking if we just come up through here without any resistance. But there's a chance that we could, because when we're in very bullish environments for Bitcoin, these types of things don't really matter too much, right? They don't really matter too much. We can look at what happened on the way down with Bitcoin, right? I'm not saying we're in the bull market, so don't get me wrong. People always try and take my words out of context here, but you know what? My words are very context specific. So when I'm bullish, when I'm bearish, it really all has to do with the context. But when we take a look, right, at what was happening here, right, we saw what we could say were the money flow getting higher here, right? We thought maybe we would see a big move to the upside, but really it just culminated in a big dump, right? And so the opposite could be true when things are kind of bullish, right? We're seeing the bearish money flow come in, but it might not result in as much of a downside as maybe we are used to being in such a bear market. And although I believe that we're still technically not in a bull market, I do believe that the bottom of the cycle is in. And historically, during these times, we have seen very powerful relief rallies in the bear market that wreck a lot of people who are just constantly looking for lower Bitcoin prices, right? But if we break above this level, if we break above the 6 Juanita, that's the name of the girl who is the 618 Fibonacci. If we come above the 6 Juanita Fibonacci level, I do think we're going to see $30,000. And if we see $30,000, guys, in my opinion, the sky is the limit. The sky is the limit. Why? Because it all has to do with volume, buying low and selling high, right? Buying low and selling high. If we come back inside of the old value area of this massive range that we traded for 2 years, and we come above that $30,000 level, then it's actually more probable than not. It's more probable than it's unprobable that we make our way up to the high volume node, which is around 47,000, right? It's going to catch a lot of people off guard. And I'll bet you a lot of people watching are like, Jason, you're such an idiot. Don't you know anything about the macroeconomic that's going on right now? And there's a war, and there's famines and shortages. And I know, guys, I know. But I'm crazy. And I believe that everything is fake. The whole economy is fake. It's all just money on a screen. It's digits on a screen, guys. It's digits on a screen. It's totally manipulated. The economy on paper, on the chart, has nothing to do with real life. Nothing to do with real life at all. Nothing. 2 years ago, the whole entire United States economy stopped. But on paper, the S&P 500, it hit new all-time highs. The economy hit new all-time highs during a time that the economy was stopped. Why? Because it's all fake, guys. It's all manipulated. So it's a big game. The rich people pump their own bags, and the common person gets screwed every single time. So anything's possible, right? And I'm a technical trader, right? I trade the charts. I trade what the charts say. And right now, the charts are telling me on some pretty high-term time frames that we have hit some very macro bottom signals, right? And let's not forget what happened back in 2019, all right? Let's not forget what happened back in the last bull market. In the last bear market, should I say, right? This was a bear market, guys. This was a bear market, right? This is the weekly time frame, okay? This was a bear market. We had literally 189 days of massive pump during the bear market, right? People forget about this, right? But, you know, Bitcoin almost hit. I mean, the all-time high for Bitcoin was 20K, right? The all-time high for Bitcoin was about 20K, right about here. And during the bear market, we came up to almost $14,000. What does that mean? The top of the bear market to the bottom of the bear market was basically, from the bottom to the top of the relief rally, 350%. From the top of the relief rally to the all-time high, 42%. 42%. Okay? So it's not too crazy to think that we could come up to this price, right? That's not so crazy. And once we come back inside this old range, I mean, that's why I say, really, I mean, just based on volume, sky could be the limit, you know? Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying, you know, just based on the chart, it's probable if we reclaim 30K. Look at the weekly money flow right now. Getting higher. When was the last time we saw the weekly money flow getting higher? It was honestly, it was It was back here, right when we came up to the exact same resistance that we were at right now before a massive dump that caught everybody off guard and wrecked everybody. So hey, maybe it's going to happen again. But no, it's a little bit different now. Here's why. Momentum is coming back up over the zero line, right? Momentum is coming back up over the zero line now. And when we take a look at the monthly, we are confirming this green dot, which happens at the bottom of every single bear cycle. And when we take a look at the daily time frame, we have also printed multiple drive of bullish divergence on the way down with money flow getting higher. And we also see that on the weekly, right? Weekly bullish divergence, market Cipher B. I don't think we've ever seen that before, right? So, yeah, we'll have to see what happens, guys. But this is possible right here. This is absolutely possible. So, I personally do think we're going to get another move back up to around to test that $25,000 level. And if we do, then these are the key zones that we definitely need to be aware of right now. Let's take a quick look at what zones we must be aware of. Locally, because all that really matters is what's happening locally. This is what we have to really be aware of locally. First of all, 23.8 was key, right? That's why we shorted 23.8. That's why I'm short still from 23.8. Okay? This was a key zone up here. But if we can reclaim that, then the next major zone of resistance is going to be the fib from the high to the low, which is going to be around that 24.4-ish zone right here, okay? I'm actually going to draw a box because I consider this entire area a zone of resistance. And the reason why is because it's the high volume node of the range, it's the Fibonacci golden pocket. We also have some other confluences in here. And also we have some liquidity here that can be grabbed before a lower high is put in. Okay, so that right now to me is the next major zone of resistance that we need to come up against before going against that high. But when I look at the 1 hour right now, and especially when I look at the 4 hour, guys, I mean, this to me looks pretty dang bullish. That retest, I actually really like this retest. It's even given us a higher low here, and after putting in this low, you know, over the weekend with the bullish div, this could be a significant bottom right here. Okay, we'll have to wait and see. But like I said, as long as we don't lose this general box, the value area low, I would still remain bullish on this. And if we reclaim these levels, 24.5, let's say, around there, I would expect we go for the high again. So if we start to lose and we cannot come back into here, then again, I'm still going to be maintaining my bullish bias until we start to lose this right here. I would even say, well, there's lower levels, but I'm not going to go into that now, right? I post all that in the VIP Casper Crew Discord, but this is going to be a key zone right down here. I know a lot of people are saying we're going down to 22.5 right now. It's very possible that we do put in the lower low, and even if we put in that lower low, I just can't help but notice how juicy this 4 hour divergence would look here. I mean, it would look just as juicy as this one over here, right? Literally just as juicy. It's like a pattern repeating here. You know? We put in the drive of the lower lows, the bullish divergences, the uneven cheeks. You know, could be very, very nice here. So that's kind of what I'm looking at, guys. And yeah, I'm holding shorts, I'm holding longs. And yeah, let's see what happens here. I've locked in profits on both of these trades here, so they're both guaranteed winners. And what a way to start the week. We usually don't get such a volatile move right now, guys. Make sure to like the stream, by the way. We got about 1,000 people in here, only about 200 likes. I appreciate all you guys. God bless you all. And shout out to the super chat in here. Shout out to the super chat, Left in Flow. He says, some may not understand that you are trying to provide not so boring info by relating PA to other objects and people, but I enjoy the jokes, stories, and memes, bro. So grateful for your Discord and community courses and all you do. God bless you, Left in Flow. Yeah, I'm trying to keep it fun up in here, guys, you know. Music is too loud. Well, it was too quiet yesterday. Today it's too loud. All right. Okay, so let's see here. Shout out to Kevin Baker. Shout out to Ombro WK, Where's my current short target from 23.8 entry? Well, here's the thing, okay? I've already hit some major targets, right? I've already hit some major targets. So we take a look at the actual setup, and my target was basically back down to the low, right? My target was down to these lows. We've hit that. We've hit that. And so I have a portion of the position running now because I also understand that this could have been, honestly, just a bearish back test of the value area low and a rejection, right? That could have been a rejection. Like, we rejected from the 618, just like when I was in high school, and 6 Juanita rejected me when I tried to ask her out, didn't realize I was in the friend zone. Look at the rejection that happened here, guys. Oof! The pain. And to this day, I've never had a girlfriend because of this, right? All girls reject me, and I'm too shy to even look at girls in the face. I get too shy. What if they reject me? You know, I just can't fathom, right? So my goal of life is to avoid all risk and all uncomfortable situations. Life in the comfort zone, that's the way to go, right? Can't even get a dang job. But here's the thing, right? There's a chance that this could be a real 6 Juanita rejection here. Because when we look at what happened as 6 Juanita rejected me back in high school, look at her friend that was watching, right? Do you notice anything about what has happened this morning, right? On the 1 hour time frame. Let's remove some of these drawings here. Whoa, I just removed entire market cipher B. Well, look at this. What were we looking for at a rejection here? We were looking for this bearish divergence. We were looking for the price to make a higher high and the momentum on market cipher B to make a lower high. And the unfortunate reality here, guys, is that's exactly what happened on the 1 hour. So there is a real potential that this is a lower high. And so for that reason, although I still maintain bullish and I still think things look bullish on higher time frames, I'm gonna just hold this now. I'm just gonna hold this now and see what happens, right? I'm just gonna hold it and see what happens. Because if we do go to Dump City from here, guys, it's gonna happen from here. I mean, if we're gonna reject, period, it's gonna be from here, and it's gonna be from here. I mean, it's very likely. There's really only 3 places right now that the highs could be. And so I'm just going to hold it now, man. I have no reason not to hold it, just like I have no reason not to hold the short from 25.3 either. Because, you know, I've taken a profit on it, and so if it gets stopped out, fine, it gets stopped out in a profit. If it keeps running, great. I'm going to ride that thing down to 15K, and I might as well be looking at this in the same way. And of course, I'll probably close it at some point and or add to it or open a new one because this is like a scalping account and not like my swing trade. But yeah, I've already hit my target for it. So I'm just letting a small portion of the trade run now. And it's actually not so small either. It's like, I mean, it's a pretty hefty, it's a pretty hefty move. I mean, it's less than a Bitcoin, but it's, I mean, well, let's see. What has this been now? This is a 2% move with 70x leverage. That's a 150% move right there. So, shout out to everybody in the chat. Thank you so much to everybody who liked the stream. May God bless you all. In Yeshua's name. People say the music is great. Only on ByBit do we get those. Shout out to Sudeep who says my other hustle is being a hairdresser. No, actually. You know what's funny? The guy who actually cuts my hair for real makes fun of what I do. I just shave the sides, and then I just take regular old scissors, kitchen scissors, just cut a little here, a little there. Don't even know what I'm doing, guys. You know, but it works, you know. It works, but you know who doesn't appreciate it is 6 Juanita. She does not appreciate my hairstyles. Shout out to Jack for the super chat. Shout out to Jack for the super chat. He says, could you please enable subtitles on all of your videos? Yes, I can do that. I can do that. I will do that after this stream. I know a lot of people have been asking. Absolutely. Thank you for the super chat. Shout out to Jeppy Roland. Who would have thought uneven butt cheeks would teach us so much? I know, right? It's crazy. When an exchange B sees a lot of stop losses and longs, she goes there to hunt them. Oh, an exchange B. 6 Juanita is a hater. Yeah, indeed. She is a hater. Yeah. All right, let's see if we can get the likes up to the watchers. We got about 1,000 people in here, about 300 likes. And here's the thing, the Bitcoin price on the USD pair has indeed backtested the local Fibonacci golden pocket. If we take a look at the 12-minute time frame here, we can see a few very significant things. Number one, bullish divergence on the 12, making me think that we are going to get another move up. Thing number two that we've seen is a rejection from the Fibonacci golden pocket retracement. That's why we're getting a little bit of a resistance right here, guys. It's because we've come back to backtest the Fibonacci golden pocket retracement confluence with, if we take a look at this mini range that we were trading right here before the big dumperoni, confluence with the high volume node around there. And we're currently holding the value area low of this old mini range that we had right here. It's actually very, very technical and very, very interesting. But I do think because of the bullish divergence on the 12-minute, because of the bullish divergence now, very, very bullish divergence printing on that 24-minute, I do think we're going to get another little move up from here. I personally am of the belief that this was to shake out all the weekend longers, all the people who longed over the weekend. Well, most people who longed over the weekend, but not me, because I actually longed over the weekend, but I'm longed from 22,740 and 23 cents. 22,740 and 23 cents. So I'm long from here. Let's see. That is so crazy that I didn't get stopped out. 22,740 and 33 cents. So I'm long from here. So I did not get stopped out of this trade at the entry, guys. Right? And I'm actually honestly looking to even add to this trade if we come in and get a little lower low here, because as long as we get bullish divs, I will add to this trade. But you know, these trade setups, guys, the long from the bottom and the short from the top, these were given in advance. It's not a signals group, guys, but it is a technical analysis group. And so if you want to join a group where traders are posting accurate levels and going through this price action live 3 times a day, you can join the group, patreon.com/JasonCasper. And yeah, it's definitely not a signals group, right? We're not going to tell you when to long and short, but it's definitely good for education. Let's take a quick look at what happened on the order flow. As we were watching this thing play out here, we were saying basically if the S&P 500 is going to lose the daily level, that we would be looking for more downside. The S&P 500 absolutely did lose the daily level, and we got more downside. And the S&P 500, in my opinion, is interesting at what happened at that rejection, because we were watching the S&P, at least the ES mini futures. We put in our first high after reclaiming the daily. We put in our first low, and then we rejected from the Fibonacci golden pocket. And we put in a slightly lower low, and then what happened after the slightly lower low is we came up and we rejected again from the Fibonacci golden pocket, which is very interesting. And then we even got another rejection from the Fibonacci golden pocket at this even lower low here. And then we lost that daily level, and from that point onward, it was just, oh my goodness. And this is actually very interesting as well, because the S&P right now is coming to very, very key zones of support and resistance. This is crazy how technical the S&P, the ES mini futures is, guys. So look at this, right? We have come on the S&P 500 down perfectly to the golden pocket, the 618 Fibonacci at 39.48, and we've done so with a bullish divergence on the 4-hour time frame. I did a live stream on my Discord on Friday where I said, you know, this to me looks very bullish. It was right around here, actually. I think it was right around here. Before the green dot I printed, I said, look, we're coming down to a golden pocket. We're seeing the bullish divergence form on the 4-hour. I am expecting a move to the upside. And what do you know? We did get a move to the upside. We came up to this daily level of resistance right here. We came into this level. We found some resistance. Boom, we come down, and look where we find support. We find support at none other than this weekly level of support and resistance at 39.87 to the exact dollar. It's crazy how technical this stuff is. And also, if we take a look here, and we're gonna pull a fib from the last low that we put in here to the high, would you look at that? I mean, it's not exact, but it's around that Fibonacci golden pocket retracement as well. It's pretty crazy. And so what I'm looking at right now is the following. So we have this very important diagonal resistance, okay? This is another confluence that's pretty crazy. S&P 500, the ES mini futures, has been trading below this trend line now since January 2022. And you know, we've come up to test it multiple times here, right? We could see it acted as resistance, 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 resistance many times. Once, twice, 3, 4 times. Then we broke out. Now we're coming back down to the retest. This is the second week that we've retested this trend line. Okay, and I really think if we're able to hold this level, we could see another push up on the stock market as well, getting a move back up to that 4222 zone, which in my opinion would give Bitcoin also that extra push it needs to put in itself a new high, right? Put in itself a new high. Because when the ES is at least getting a slight move to the upside, so is Bitcoin, and they are decoupled now, right? They are decoupled because look at this, from basically the beginning of February until now, the S&P 500 has been in a downtrend, Bitcoin has been in an uptrend, but the correlation is still there, meaning when the ES has been getting a retracement, right? Like check this out, from February 10th to February 14th, the S&P 500 was getting a retracement. If we go back and look at what Bitcoin was doing from February 10th to February 14th, we can also see that it was getting a move to the upside as well, right? Basically February 10th happening right around here at our last low, and then February 14th coming up right around this high. So they're very correlated in the sense that when the S&P 500 is getting a retracement, even in a downtrend, Bitcoin is going to be getting a move to the upside. So if we're going to hold this support here, it would not surprise me in the slightest if we actually do see the Bitcoin, get a move back up to retest these highs. All right. I want to take a look at what happened during that massive drop that we had here. This is ExoCharts, and you can see we're at a 123 million volume candle. And wow, I mean, this is just absolutely insane, the amount of people that got stopped out of their positions on the way down here. This is crazy. Longs getting wrecked, shorts taking profits, I would assume. That makes sense. I mean, I was definitely taking profits on my short. And from this time, interestingly enough, we've actually seen some slightly bullish CVD forming at this bottom, at least on the 5-minute chart. Let's see if we got any kind of bullish CVD here on the yeah, we did get some slightly bullish looking CVD. It's hard to say because of this big wick. We got more liquidations down here. And locally right now, guys, it unfortunately does appear that we are printing a bearish CVD divergence right now locally. Right now, we can see that we are printing a bearish CVD divergence locally. Let's take a look at coinanalyze.net and analyze what's going on locally as far as the order flow here. Let's reset this chart. Oh crap, I don't want to reset the chart. Hang on. Shout out to Brock Lenders for the super chat. He says, hey Jay, do you see that Bitcoin is in a big rising wedge from 21K? He says the next resistance is around 26K. Yes, I do see that, and I also agree with that. And 26K just so happens to be the next Fibonacci golden pocket retracement that we got going on. So, yeah, let's refresh this chart and take a quick look. And I just want to thank everybody for liking the stream. It really helps the algorithm. We're trying to reach our goal of 100,000 subscribers by the end of 2023, and I think we can do it. So let's see if we can. All right, yeah, so very locally right here, we can see that the price is making a lower low. Wait, hang on. Yeah, price is making a lower high. And CVD is making a higher high, and so open interest is coming up. This is called bearish absorption. Let's kind of see what's going on right here. Oof. Right into the 786 Fibonacci as well. Yeah, this right here does look like bearish absorption to me. So, I don't know how I'm feeling about more upside in the next immediate future here. We're going to have to kind of wait and see how that plays out. But yeah, definitely we do see some longs being absorbed right here. Some longs are being absorbed. And, yeah, longs are being absorbed. Yeah, it's not the most bullish thing that we can see here. So if we do get another move to the downside, I am going to be looking down toward that 22,500 level that a lot of people are also looking toward to potentially long again, because I still can't help but see that if we do come down to this value area low, that we are going to be seeing the most bullish divergence forming on the 4-hour time frame right here. Looking pretty dang juicy, if I do say so myself. All right, let's see if we can take a look at some other coins. Let's take a look at what ETH did during this time. ETH didn't really do much, right? ETH didn't really do much here. I was looking for ETH to potentially get a move up to this box. ETH did not really do very much compared to Bitcoin here. ETH did not come up to any of its key levels. And yeah, ETH didn't really come up to any of its key levels here. So I will be looking to see if ETH gets a move back down to this zone. Very interesting. Bitcoin took all the lows from the weekend. Ethereum did not even close to take the lows from the weekend. So this is very, very interesting for ETH. Yeah, if Bitcoin comes to take the low, be watching for ETH to get a retracement from the $1,600 zone, because that is the Fibonacci golden pocket retracement from the low on ETH. Let's see if we can take a look at some other coins here during the stream. Let me know what other coins you want to take a look at. The ES has a bullish 4-hour div confirmed. Yes, indeed it does. Can we get some Crow TA fitting crypto? Yeah, we can absolutely get some Crow TA up in here. Shout out to Cypress, who says, Jason, well, right back at you, Cypress, man. God bless you. Thank you so much for being here. Is Bitcoin going to touch 22K? It very well could. Shout out to Dylan Waves in the chat. The divs on ETH played out, though, way better. Are you talking about the bullish divs, Dread Mining? Yeah, those bullish divs on ETH played out, and ETH was looking strong. On no other exchange did we have that wick, only on ByBit. So let's quickly check out Binance, because I know that the USDT pair did not get this wick, right? The USDT pair came down very nicely to test the Fibonacci golden pocket retracement perfectly, right? The USDT pair came down to test that perfectly on ByBit, right? That's how I got into this long from that daily level. But yeah, the USD pair did not do that. So yeah, let's quickly check out the Binance pair. Binance here. Yeah, we didn't get that wick either. Wow! Wow! Binance didn't even come down to the golden pocket. Neither did Coinbase. Wow. Coinbase looks a lot like ETH. Neither did Bitstamp. Okay, so it's really only ByBit. It's really only ByBit. A lot of these other exchanges didn't even come down to the golden pocket. That is very, very, very interesting, guys. Okay, yeah, let's take a look at Crow. Let's take a look at Crow. I know we were looking at Crow a while ago. Wow, look at Crow. Wow, look at this thing, guys. It's looking pretty crazy. It's looking pretty dang crazy. Well, we'll go to the daily time frame on this, and we will kind of let's just take a look at what's happening locally here. So for Crow, we know that we have major resistance right around here at this daily order block at around 9.5 cents. That is going to be the next major zone of resistance that I think we have to be concerned about. And let's pull out our fib from the high to the low. Take a look at Crow from the high to the low. What do you know? This is definitely going to be major support resistance flip for Crow right here. In fact, yeah, I would say this is going to be a key support resistance flip for Crow. Wow. So I wouldn't really be looking to long Crow into this zone. Ideally, what I would want to see is I would want to see somewhat of a pullback locally, or a push up and then look to get in another pullback. So let's kind of take a look at the volume here. I'm going to consider this one entire range. I'm going to consider this a range in and of itself as well. We can just clearly see how important this resistance is, support resistance flip, right? Okay, so we are retesting that value area high. Let's pull a fib from the low to the high on Crow. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, so we're kind of holding a Fibonacci golden pocket right now. Let's put on market Cipher B. Ooh, it's actually looking kind of bullish on the daily time frame here. Alright, so for me, guys, the best opportunity to long Crow, and I'm not saying this is going to happen, but it just is like a blatantly obvious, juicy setup, is coming down to take out this low, and honestly even maybe take out this low here. And the reason why is because we know that there's a lot of liquidity that can be grabbed from these lows, right? We know there's a lot of stop losses here, and we have a Fibonacci golden pocket right here, and it's a support resistance flip, right? Support resistance flip, liquidity that can be grabbed, and if we come down into this golden pocket, we will have a bullish divergence on the daily time frame. It's just a very obvious setup to me. In addition to that, what do we have here? Yeah, I mean, we have a daily level of support right here at about, actually at exactly 7 cents, 7.07 cents. It's a very nice confluence zone. Let's go to the weekly and see if we have anything on the weekly that could get us into a long there. Let's put it on log scale real quick. We don't really have anything there, but on the weekly, that daily level is a wick of liquidity. Yeah, it's just a very nice zone right here. I would be looking for a nice bullish divergence on the daily at around 7.07 cents to like 6.9 cents. And if we don't get that, then I would be looking for a move back up to around the 10-cent zone, right? The 10-cent zone, and then a pullback. So let's say that we continue to pump up from here, and this is our support, then I would be looking for a pullback from this green box. So if we do get another move up to the green box, then we would have to reassess our plan. We would still be looking for a long on a pullback, because that would actually be very, very bullish market structure. And in that case, let's see what we could get. We're gonna have to really wait and see what happens here, but like depending on how bullish it is, yeah, we would wait for a pullback from there. There's not enough data right now for me to have a real good plan, because I don't see any kind of confluences. Sometimes you can get some good confluences. So yeah, right now let's go to the 4-hour and see how things are looking. 4-hour is actually looking neutral to me. It's looking very, very neutral to me. I don't see any kind of divergences here. It's looking quite neutral. The 1-hour time frame, very neutral. We had bullish divs on the 1 hour, flipped into bearish divs. It's looking very, very neutral. I would wait this thing out, and if we get a move down to our zone around 7.07, I'd be looking at potentially getting into a long. Shout out to the super chat Devin Faust, who says, "Hope all is good, brother. Can you check Casper for me?" Absolutely, I can check Casper, Devin. God bless you, man. Thank you so much for being here. Let's check out Casper. This coin is close to my heart for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, we'll check it out. We'll check it out. Let's check out Casper on KuCoin. All right, we'll start on the weekly time frame, guys. Thank you guys so much for liking the video. We were taking a look at this a while ago, like a real long time ago, looking like we were looking at this back in October 2022. Looks like that didn't really play out so good. Looks like that didn't really play out so good. So let's delete all this stuff here. Remove drawings. And, you know, this honestly looks like crap to me. This chart looks like absolute garbage to me. I don't really like the look of this at all. It's very, very wicky on the weekly time frame. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of the way this looks. Is there a better exchange to be looking at this? Let's see. Maybe OKX? Yeah, let's check out OKX. Man, I am not a fan of this chart, I'll be honest with you. I really don't like anything about what I see here. I don't like anything about what I see. SPX is going up slowly. DXY is starting to fall. Shout out to Hannah King. God bless you, Hannah King. Thank you for the information. I mean, we're in this sideways range. We have come up to the local golden pocket. We're getting a rejection. Here's the things I don't like about this. We have not put in any kind of bullish divergence down here, right? We've never come back down to test these lows from that low. We have not had any kind of change in market structure. We have not put in a higher high. And so if we plan to long plan to long a higher low here, I mean, there's nowhere really I would say that, yeah, I'm confident in longing this. There's nowhere I would say I was confident in longing this right now. I'm not really a big fan of the chart. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of the chart. Unless you're holding this on spot, and I can only speak for myself, unless you're holding this on spot because you believe in the fundamentals, I don't really see a good trade entry here because there's no confirmation of a bottom. There's no confirmation of a change in market structure. I mean, we're just in this sideways range here. If anything, if we come back down to the lows, maybe it's a good place to buy or look for a long. But I can't say that, you know, I'd be stoked right now on longing a higher low. If anything, if we come back to take the lows with a bullish divergence, another thing that we could be looking for is if we take the high, right? If we take the high, now we have something to work with, right? If we take the high, now we have something to work with. Because now we've officially changed market structure, and we could say, okay, we've taken the high. Let's come back now along the golden pocket, confluence with the value area high, support resistance flip, boom, we have ourselves an entry. But right now, I just don't see a good entry. So let's take a look at the ES. Hannah King says we're coming up slowly. Let's go down to the 6 minute and see what's happening here. We're slowly coming up after that big drop. Let's check out the dollar right now. The DXY, the dollar. DXY. Okay, the dollar is starting to get a little of a rejection from a local fib, right? A local fib. And this is actually the, yeah, we're getting a rejection from a local fib right now. So this is quite interesting. The dollar is rejecting from a local fib, as the ES is finding local support, retesting the weekly, coming back above that trend line, as Bitcoin is also holding nice support, putting in on most exchanges a higher low from this low right here, potentially now giving us a big move to the upside. However, we did see some bearish absorption happening, and now we are slowly getting back down. Slowly getting moved back down here. So this is interesting. Let's see if we actually do come down to test the Fibonacci golden pocket on USDT. Yeah, let's see if we do something like that. And in the meantime, shout out for the super chat. Huge shout out to Hannah King. Thank you so much for the super chat. Huge shout out to RPT. Can we take a look at DYDX? Yes, absolutely. We can take a look at DYDX, guys. Make sure to like the stream. When you like the stream, it helps the YouTube algorithm recommend my channel. We're trying to get 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Actually, believe it or not, in 2022, I only got 10,000 subscribers, which is crazy because in 2021, well, I went from nothing to like 65,000-ish, 70,000. So we really slowed down. So I've been really cranking it up as we're coming down to test this golden pocket. So appreciate all of you guys for liking the video. And we will take a look at DYDX right now. Shout out to RPT for the super chat. DYDX. Let's take a look. DYDX. I know a lot of people have been trading this. Take a look at good old Binance and see what we got going on here. It's been listed since September 2021. This is the weekly time frame. We are in a very nice sideways range, just like a lot of these altcoins are right now. we have this very nice weekly order block right here that is, we've tapped into it, but we have not come to that weekly level. So we're going to mark this as a very juicy looking area of resistance at $3.90.7. I actually really like the look at DYDX right now. I really like this. It's looking good. We put in a low, we put in a higher low here. Shout out to Eric for the super chat. Thank you, man. I really appreciate you. God bless you. So this weekly is very nice looking at 3.90.7. We put in now a higher high. We put in a higher low. Technically, we've changed market structure. What I would really like to do is come up a little bit higher and reject from here. And if we do that, then this is looking pretty nice. This golden pocket would be looking pretty nice. And the reason why is because, well, if we get that move up and then the move back down, we would be basically just coming down to take out this liquidity here into the golden pocket. We also have a low volume node literally right here, and it would be a nice potential entry, a higher low after putting in a higher high. I wish that there was a little more confluence here, though, right? I wish there was a little bit more confluence here. Let's go down to a lower time frame and see if we can see anything juicy here, because I think that there might be some juice that we can discover on like the 4 hour. All right, because clearly we're also in a range here. I mean, this on the 4 hour, actually, the potential setup we're looking at looks even better. Looks even better. Yeah, this looks really good. So yeah, I would say an ideal trading plan for me would be to take the highs into that weekly order block, and then take these lows into the golden pocket, and then get another move to the upside. And the reason why I say that is because we could very, very much easily get another move to take out the highs into a key zone of resistance, and we'd be getting bearish divergence on the 4 hour, momentum and money flow getting lower here like this, which would give us a very nice rejection, and then we could come down and print now the, let's say we do something like this locally, and then we come down and maybe do something like this, giving us nice bullish divs from the golden pocket, taking out all the liquidity from here, and also coming down into the, let's check it out. Yeah, the value area low of this old little range right here. Could be actually pretty nice locally. Of course, these are just ideas right now because this is highly speculative, but I'm just looking at the chart saying this is what I would like to happen. And that's really how I come up with all my trades, right? I mean, people always ask, like, why am I able to get such juicy entries like this? It's because I speculate and I say, look, you know, if this happens, it would make for a really nice short. Or if this happens, it would make for a really nice long. And so we're prepared for it. Doesn't mean it's going to happen, but it means if it does happen, we're prepared so we can be those ninjas. No offense to any ninjas out there that just, you know, come in and get those juicy entries, you know? So shout out to Eric for the director's chair with the words "on set" super sticker. Appreciate you, man. JC says CDW. Are we getting a CDW right now on Bitcoin? Yeah. Did we front run the golden pocket? Not if we pull it from that second low. We got to, yeah. Look at that CDW right into the 6 Juanita. Right into the 6 Juanita, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I am talking about right there. All right. 1 hour bearish div on Bitcoin. Yes, we have the 1 hour bearish div on Bitcoin. This is kind of what we were looking at this morning in the Casper crew. But, you know, I still think that even with the 1 hour bear div, I still think things are overall looking more bullish than bearish. I think things are looking overall more bullish than bearish. And I would wager to say that this 1 hour div has played out. Right? It has played out. We're getting a 4 hour green dot. You know, look at the direction of the 4 hour money flow here. And even if it hasn't played out yet, even if we come for the lows, I'm just extrapolating here to see that we would be getting very bullish looking money flow and momentum wave on the 4 hour, giving us the juicy uneven butt cheek pattern on the 4 hour. So it could be very, very nice, guys. Where can you see my signals? I don't give signals, right? We give trade setups, but we're not giving signals. Real signals are, say, long now, but we don't say that. We just say, look, we're looking to take a trade here if the chart does X, Y, and Z. And when we do our live streams, we are not giving signals. We are walking through the price action live. So it's not a signals group, but at patreon.com/Jason Casper, you can join the community. We gave the setup from the top, we gave the setup from the bottom, and the setup from the top. I mean, we give good levels, let's just put it that way, but they're not signals. They're levels, and it's up to you whether or not you want to enter the paper trade, because of course, everything's fake, everything's paper, this is all testnet, demo accounts. I would never trade with real money, right? I can't even ask a girl on a date, so how the heck am I going to risk real money if I can't even risk being rejected by a female? So remember, this is not financial advice. I'm just some idiot. This isn't even a real office. It's just a green screen. So, you know, I'm just in an unfinished basement over here. You know, definitely no reason to take me seriously at all. You know, just so everyone knows that. But God bless all of you guys. I really appreciate you guys being here. Win the pig nips. I don't know when we're going to get the pig nip divs. But guys, it's been a great stream. I'm going to head out right now. May God bless you all in Jesus' name. I pray even if you are not religious that you are blessed in many, many ways. Make sure to like the stream, guys. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. May the Lord bless each one of you. May He protect you. May He shine light upon you. May He have grace upon you. May the Lord turn His face towards you and give you wholeness and peace in the name of Jesus, the Messiah, the God of Israel. I will see everybody in the next stream, guys. Happy trading. Peace.